a shot. But what he's eating the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say 200 plus?
Right back to him on first down. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and that'll make it third down.
Ace. Kill. I know sauce. 25, check 25.
To throw, it's Murray. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. So the completion good for 7 there, and it'll be second down.
180. Hey, 25 to Mike. We're going 25 to Mike. Come on, dude.
Now it's Jackson. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it, and the Cardinals are going to get the football here at their own 23. So the interception there, and Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football, because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll try the left side. It's Franklin. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Well, this defense for the Ravens, they played extremely well last week in that win over Green Bay.
There's a little bit of lightning talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Watch the run. Wide. Get wide. He's coming. We got double. Buzz.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that's caught inside the 30. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A huge play there for Arizona. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Gets this to Isabella on the jet sweep. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down at 6.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
Go on, Eric. Mike, sport. Here we go. Hatchet. Move.
From the gun on third down, Murray. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Odafe Owe. He's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. The kick by Bass is good. And the Cardinals have the first points. It's 3-0. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice win for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
From the 27, Jackson. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection.
It's our field. It's our field.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. And it is incomplete. I had a defender running right with him, and now it's third down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. On third down, Jackson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives, and it looks like they're going to have to give up the football again after this one.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. Three 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Their dreams of an undefeated season shattered with the loss a week ago. Now, look, whenever an undefeated team goes down, you always hear some say, well, they needed that. I don't know, Charles. Is that a narrative that you buy into?
Well, I haven't met a coach yet that feels like they needed that loss. You know, that's not something that they're in favor of. But I do know this. People like us, our colleagues, all of us in the media, constantly hammering a team that's undefeated. Hey, do you think you can do it the whole season? Can you carry it the whole way? That does wear down a group, and sometimes that loss, get us off your back, you can move forward from there.
Flushed out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
So I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
On second down, it's Franklin. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
That's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Let's go, D, let's go. Hey, let's get this. Choose the mic. Come on. Under 10, under 10, 10.
Murray now to throw. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
A pretty rocky start in this game for the guy throwing the ball. Already has thrown 1 interception. Almost threw a 2nd one right there. All he's doing right now is giving the defense a whole lot of confidence.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 16.
Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback.
Shotgun now for Murray. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. And we are keeping a close eye on his catches, a really close eye now because that's number 899 in his career. The next one will give him 900. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Franklin. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 51 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, in every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Get out the field, defense. Choose the mic. Watch the curl. Watch the curl.
Here's Murray. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And they're going to face a 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Watch the pass. Mike 2. Mike.
On 3rd down, it's Franklin. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the 1st.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Hey, defense, let's go. Mike 6.
Right back to him on 1st down. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
6. Hey.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. He'll buy some time right. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the 1st down.
2nd quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Jackson now. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
To throw again on second down. Jackson, flush to his right. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. That's taken in by Duvernay. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Jackson on first down. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
A shotgun give to Fournette. Tackled by Isaiah Simmons.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. To throw is Jackson. This will be caught by Brown. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
No, we changed it.
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So we've reached halftime here on New Year's Eve. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Play action. It's Jackson. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And a nice milestone reached on that last throw is here late in the season. He goes over 4,000 yards passing.
And he's really thrown the ball well all season long. Had some big games along the way. He's inspired his receiving corps to go out and make plays for him in each and every ball game.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 43. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this one is incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
On 2nd and 10, Jackson. Oh, Andrews has it. What a catch. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
From the 22, Jackson. That is caught. It's Bateman for a Raven touchdown. Rashad Bateman, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Ravens have cut it to within a score. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is down to a field goal. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Franklin, and brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 89 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. They'll run on first down. Franklin, good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the broken tackle. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And a give this time to the tailback. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. They'll try the left side. It's Franklin. A strong running. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
What we got? What we got? What we got?
On play action, it's Murray. That's Isabella open on the right side. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
On first down, it's Franklin. He's dropped just inside the 20. A little second effort there, but couldn't find a whole lot of space. Linebacker Patrick Queen bringing him down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. Franklin. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What do we call them, run fits? Everyone was in the right place.
Touchdown! It's complete. Andy Isabella. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime. Yeah, Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And they bring this one back. A scoop and score, a fumble recovery touchdown for Arizona. Tyler Bass now for the point after. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Jackson, he's going deep for Brown. He's got a man, complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Ravens are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score. Stays on his feet, and he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 142 yards rushing for him in this one, and he is drawing ever closer to a 2,000-yard season. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. Room to run past midfield. And finally brought down at the 38. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Franklin. Nice little juke. Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside of the 40. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Now Murray. And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
On third down, it's Franklin. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Franklin. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
I got you. 40's Mike. 40's Mike. Here we go. Let's bring it.
On 2nd and 9, Murray. They'll roll him out right. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
Now, that was a whole lot of open space out in front of him, wasn't it? I'm telling you, Brandon, when things are going right, they are going right.
And everything has been going their way for the most part. I saw that lane start to develop. Boom. He took advantage of it. They'll run on 1st down. It's Franklin. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after him.
He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Andy Isabella with his 19th touchdown, his 2nd of the game. And the Cardinals look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And after all those wins that they've reeled off, it seems that they finally have met their match in a big 4th quarter hole. But still, what a run it's been. It feels like they have not lost in forever. And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's 2nd down. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Here's Jackson. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And incomplete on the deep ball.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Jackson. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. To throw again is Jackson. He'll dump this off complete to Dobbins. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. That'll be complete to Dobbins. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Now Jackson on 1st down. He'll check this down to Dobbins out of the backfield. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And Jackson throwing once more. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Ravens have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. On first down, it's Franklin, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
They'll keep it on the ground. Franklin, and for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. To throw is Murray. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Levante David, and he will return this one to the 30-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, little insult to injury here late in the game. First, this from 41. And his kick here is good. And that will stretch the lead up to 13. So they settle for just the 3. But clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt. Obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off. But they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for Arizona, they continue their winning ways as they run their mark to 15-1 on the year. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. It's a win for the Cardinals as we say so long from Glendale.